With Ceylinco Life Pension Saver, Sri Lanka's premier retirement plan, start planning for your retirement today. Ceylinco Life, a relationship for life.
80% of the seabed in the western province of Sri Lanka is polluted, and 50% of the sea surrounding us is polluted. And another fact, only 10% of marine pollution floats. 90% remains on the seabed. The biggest polluter right now? Plastic. Every year, 8.3 million tons of plastic waste enters the ocean, which means 5.2 trillion pieces of plastic are in the seas. And by 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the sea. The Sri Lankan government tried unsuccessfully to ban single-use plastic, and today Sri Lanka has the dubious title of being among the world's top 20 ocean polluters. In 2018, a group of committed young volunteers decided to embark on a mission to sustainably protect the marine environment of Sri Lanka. Hoping to eradicate human impact on marine diversity, the Pearl Protectors implements projects based on the level of impact, promoting eco-friendly behavior and safeguarding marine habitat. Coordinator of the Pearl Protectors Muditha Katuwawala joins us on Ceylinco Live. Let's talk on his mission to save our seas. This is a question we all should know the answer to, but let's articulate it. What are the threats that our oceans are facing?
Few of them are, of course, the climate change. Because of that, the oceans are getting acidified more faster. Then, of course, we have other threats such as pollution, which is coming in from canals and rivers. These pollutions can be chemicals, and then it could go to plastic pollution, which is one of the biggest pollutants that are out there right now. But other than that, we have a lot of other pollution as well, which is light pollution, we have sound pollution, we have pollution coming in from other ocean vessels that are out there. Then of course the biggest threat is also fishing, unethical, unregulated fishing, and our fish numbers are depleting as we speak because of these practices.
One of the most recent emerging threats is pandemic pollution, which everything ends up in the sea basically. How are we going to tackle this?
The pandemic waste, mostly disposable face masks and also gloves, are being emitted out into the environment at a faster pace. We are seeing per minute, there is a research done recently saying that there is about 2 to 3 million gloves and disposable face masks being put into the environment in 1 minute. So these are big numbers. Per month it's about 1.6 billion masks that are being put out. So the simple thing you can do is collect, once you've used your mask, collect it, keep it with you and give it to a hospital, because these are medical waste. So there is facilities at hospitals, there is facilities at medical centers where they collect medical waste and they dispose it in a responsible manner. Whereas if you just throw it out, there is no way to recycle it. There is no way, and there is no person who will collect it. So it always will end up like in the ocean or in garbage dumps or going into wildlife. So the best thing you can do is collect it, keep it, and hand it over to a medical waste segregated place.
So how do these threats actually impact islands like ours?
When an ocean gets unhealthy because of all this pollution and all these threats, the number of fish starts depleting, the reef starts going away. So now as we know, Sri Lanka has lost almost 95% of our corals. So what will happen is our tourism is going to be impacted, which is a big income generation for our economy, and also we will start losing on our fisheries, where we do export fish to other countries, but when we start depleting our fisheries, it's going to impact the country as well.
For a regular citizen, what are the immediate practical steps we can take in our own way to reduce marine pollution?
The best thing anyone can do is reduce and refuse the use of single-use plastic. Single-use plastic is the most biggest threat globally to our oceans. And what single-use plastic does is we use it for shorter time, but they can be in the environment for longer periods of time. Likewise, plastic straws, plastic bags, then of course you get like sachets. So these are things you can actually reduce, you know, and even refuse. So next time you go to buy your groceries, when you're given a plastic bag, you can simply say, no, I don't want one. You can take your own bag. If you're going out, don't tend to buy plastic bottles, take your own bottle. So simple habitual changes like these will actually have a larger impact in protecting our oceans.
According to a survey done by NARA, the island's fish stock has depleted drastically by about 80%, partly due to the high levels of microplastic contamination and overfishing. While young people like the Pearl Protectors are fighting to reduce marine pollution, what are we doing? Like Muditha said, start small. Say no to single-use plastic, dispose of your pandemic waste responsibly, and you will make a difference. Thank you, Muditha, for joining us on Ceylinco Life Let's Talk and for showing us that it's sink or swim when it comes to our oceans.
With Ceylinco Life Pension Saver, Sri Lanka's premier retirement plan, start planning for your retirement today. Ceylinco Life, a relationship for life.